Dengan semangat terus berkembang dan berinovasi untuk menjadikan pusat literasi di Indonesia Timur, Perpustakaan Institut Agama Islam Negeri Sorong selalu berupaya memberikan yang terbaik untuk menunjang tridharma perguruan tinggi. Sejak dahulu, Perpustakaan IAIN Sorong sudah menjadi tempat tujuan referensi bagi sivitas akademik IAIN Sorong. Sebelum menempati gedung di kampus hijau kilometer 17 saat ini, Perpustakaan IAIN Sorong awalnya berada di gedung Madrasah Aliyah Negeri Sorong, yang kemudian berpindah ke gedung SD Yabis An-Nur Kampung Baru Sorong. Barulah pada tahun 2010 dibangun gedung perpustakaan dengan luas 108 meter persegi yang pada saat itu masih berstatus Sekolah Tinggi Agama Islam Negeri Staing Sorong. Semenjak saat itu, Perpustakaan IAIN Sorong melakukan pembenahan seperti pemenuhan pustakawan, ketersediaan sumber referensi baik manual maupun elektronik, dan juga fasilitas penunjang lainnya. Dengan semakin berkembangnya koleksi, sarana, prasarana, dan sumber daya manusia, Perpustakaan IAIN Sorong bertekad untuk memberikan layanan yang harmoni dan prima kepada pemustaka, serta berupaya untuk mewujudkan visi dan misi institusi. Visi menjadi pusat peningkatan literasi, informasi, dan kajian keislaman berbasis digital di Indonesia Timur pada tahun 2024. Misi 1. Mewujudkan Perpustakaan IAIN Sorong sebagai perpustakaan keislaman berbasis digital di wilayah Indonesia Timur. 2. Mewujudkan peningkatan budaya literasi bagi sivitas akademika IAIN Sorong. 3. Memberikan layanan kepada pemustaka sesuai perkembangan teknologi informasi. Dari Anda memulai pagi hingga petang menutup aktivitas Anda di kampus, Perpustakaan IAIN Sorong siap mendukung kebutuhan literasi Anda. Berbagai informasi dan kajian keislaman bisa Anda dapatkan di Perpustakaan IAIN Sorong. Selain secara manual, kami terus berbenah untuk mengembangkan pelayanan secara digital yang dapat diakses secara online di website kami. Untuk menjawab tantangan global yang tidak lagi terbatas, kami terus mengembangkan diri sebagai pusat sumber daya, literasi, informasi, dan kajian keislaman di Timur Indonesia. Kami menyediakan ruang perpustakaan yang nyaman, yang membuat pemustaka dan pengunjung lainnya dapat melakukan kegiatan yang produktif dan juga konstruktif. Dengan sumber daya manusia yang dimiliki saat ini, pustakawan dan staf administrasi, para pemustaka akan memperoleh pelayanan yang mudah, cepat, dan menyenangkan. Kami juga telah bekerja sama dengan berbagai pihak untuk meningkatkan pelayanan dan informasi. Kami tidak pernah melupakan tanggung jawab sosial kepada sivitas akademik dan masyarakat luas dengan terus melakukan inovasi dan pengembangan. Perpustakaan Institut Agama Islam Negeri IAIN Sorong adalah pusat literasi kita semua dan generasi yang akan datang.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sivitas Akademik IAIN Sorong. Anugerah pertama yang dikarenakan Tuhan untuk manusia adalah bahasa. Maka, syukuri pemberian terindah Tuhan tersebut dengan membaca. Karena apa? Karena salah satu cara meningkatkan kemampuan berbahasa adalah dengan membaca. Untuk itu, mari datang ke Perpustakaan IAIN Sorong. Anda sudah ditunggu oleh kecerdasan yang menempel di balik-balik rak dan buku-buku yang tertata rapi, sebagai cakrawala dunia yang sudah terbuka. Oleh karena itu, kuncinya terletak pada diri Anda. Apakah Anda akan menyambutnya ataukah Anda akan mengabaikannya?
Ini radio kamu, Sobat Disebarluaskan dari kampus IAIN Sorong 107,7 FM Ar Rafana Radio.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, hello Sobat Rafana, how are you today? I hope you are doing great for today and always healthy, because we need to be healthy to do our activity every day, of course. And today we are on the same studio, Ar Rafana podcast studio of IAIN Sorong. Inspiration, harmony, and productive. With me, Riany Nur, here will be your host for today, and we are on the program called POSE Mahar, podcast seru mahasiswa harmoni. So this will be our special episode of POSE Mahar, because the first thing is actually POSE Mahar is hosted by the student, the crew of our podcast. But when I asking one of them to be the host for today, and he and she say to me that not ready to be host to using English, but it's okay, I understand. So today I'm taking over this podcast to be your host. And the second thing for the special episode is we will using English. Maybe it's not 100% using English as our language on this podcast. Yeah, I will try my best to use English. Yeah, because English. The wise person says that there is no growth without. Gak ada ya, apa bahasa Inggrisnya ya. There is no growth without
no comfort
without
in growth zone.
In growth zone. Jadi kalau misalnya kita mau berkembang, apalagi menggunakan bahasa Inggris, so we have to let our ourselves. Yeah. Okay. Today we are going to talk about the undergraduate thesis journey of one of the English student of IAIN Sorong. So I'm not alone in the studio. I'm with the two special guests. The first guest is the research supervisor, the English lecturer of IAIN Sorong, and she is the research supervisor of the student thesis, Mrs. Misnariah Idrus MA, and the student who will be our special guest. We will talk and find out how the journey of writing the undergraduate thesis. The student name is Siti Mufidatul Husna.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me welcoming them. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I'm sorry, my English is not good, but I am trying to use English for today.
I don't think so. Your English excellent.
Thank you very much. So, about the undergraduate thesis of how can I call you? Husna?
You can call me Husna.
Okay,
yes.
Husna. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good?
Yes.
Feeling nervous? No?
Yes.
I hope no.
I'm a little bit nervous actually.
Okay, it's okay. Me too. So how are you? How are you, ma'am?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be
Thank
here.
you for coming again in our studio.
And thank you for inviting me again.
Okay, you're welcome. So we were going to talk about the journey of Husna writing her undergraduate thesis, and you, I got information about his thesis about her thesis, and she has finished the thesis so fast.
Yes.
How
yes,
fast she finished the thesis?
Well, so I think if I'm not mistaken, she's the first student in semester 8 for having the
English major, or
in English major in English education program, Tadris Bahasa Inggris, and she completed her research before 4 years before 4 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because now
less than 4 years.
Yeah, because now we are still in 8th semester, and I mean the 8th semester is still ongoing, and but she's already finished her thesis, and I think it's a very great achievement.
Okay. How do you feel? Do you agree with the statement of your research supervisor?
I don't know. I feel so happy that she said so. I think.
Okay.
I don't think so actually, but yeah, I feel happy to her what she said.
Okay. So, ma'am, how you accompany her to the journey?
To be honest, she's an independent student. She's an independent learner. What I mean is that she came with me with a very good preparation. She's just like she came with me. She's already finished this chapter, and other chapters, and she came to me and just like I just give her like overview. So I didn't give her the very detailed suggestions like you should do this with your research question. You should put this in your
that's great.
In your research background. You should write this. You should cite from this article. No, because she's already done those all, and then she came with me. So I just reading the overview, and I think you should just improve in this part. You should remove this part. You should restructure this part. Yeah, that's all. That's why I think that's the key why she could complete her thesis faster than other students. Yeah, because she already understood the topic that she wanted to investigate it. She already researched the relevant theories, the relevant earlier studies about the topic that she wanted to examine. So once she came to me, yeah, I mean.
So you didn't find any difficulties thing to accompany her?
Yes, because also she's a very hard worker. She's a very well motivated student.
So what is the best part of accompany her or supervise her?
Yeah, what makes her different from other students was that she came with me with a very good preparation.
Okay.
Yeah. She prepared very well. She already understood the topic very well. So when I asked them numbers of questions, she could answer all of them because she did master the topic. So your title is difficulties in
Reading comprehension. No, not difficult.
Hindering factors.
Yes,
hindering
factors.
Factors
by
of
students
reading comprehension.
In reading comprehension, yeah. So before she came to me, she already researched what is hindering factors, what is reading, what are the supporting factors in reading, what things that usually make students easier to understand a text. For example, she already mastered those all, and then she came to me. So yeah, I just gave her some some suggestions for the improvement.
So it didn't need more revision or a more.
Of course, revision is an absolute. I think revision is an absolute because that's about the improvement of the quality of our research, right?
So how is the weakness part of his? You say that she has the well prepared to writing this thesis, but what is the weakness of her?
Well, in bahasa Indonesia, people now above the sky there is another sky. Di atas langit masih ada langit. Yeah, so what I mean here is if she could reach, because her thesis probably has already reached the seventh sky level. Langit ketujuh.
The seventh sky level.
Yeah, so I try to improve again the quality again, so she could reach the sixth, the eighth, the ninth, or much higher than that. Of course, I mean, nobody's perfect, no research is perfect, but what we are trying to do is that we do our best, and I know that she could.
So Husna, you get a lot of compliment from your research supervisor today.
Of course.
So before I want to ask you, but before we talk about your thesis, maybe I'm quite curious about why you choose this major, your English major. Do you have a special reason for choosing this major?
Actually, not. Honestly, English is last choice from my.
Really?
Yes, really. After I graduate from my high school,
But this is the most beautiful destiny, just like Mr. Miftahul Fadli mentioned yesterday.
Yes.
Pelarian terindah.
I want to
Continue.
I want to continue my study and at pharmacist actually.
And pharmacist.
Yes.
Okay.
But I cannot get that. So I chose IAIN Sorong. I don't want to be teacher actually. Honestly, I don't want to choose this one. But my mother said, just choose it. Just choose it. So I chose this. And after I be one of the student in English department, I think I enjoy this. I enjoy this major. I find many friend, many lecturer that give me inspiration, motivation to be enjoyable in my English. So I'm here.
Oh, okay, that's a great news that I heard, that you find how you react to your research supervisor for her compliment to you. What do you think?
I don't know, honestly. I don't think that I'm the best student, but I cannot stop smile after.
Can I ask you, when Ma'am Misna said that you have well prepared, so what do you do? What did you do to make it?
What did you do actually?
To make it well prepared?
Honestly, one lecturer said me that if you want to choose topic to your thesis, choose some topic that you enjoyable to do that, to get research about that. So that's why I chose this. I chose that topic. I enjoy to do the research about that, because honestly, I found the problem when I did it. PPL? Why I said PPL?
Yeah, PPL. Just say PPL.
Reservist teaching training.
Okay. I did a problem in that stage, and I found many students shown symptoms that I think that have a problem with their reading comprehension actually, and I think I can do the research about this, and I chose that topic, and I enjoy to do that research. I enjoy to read many topic about that, so I have good preparation maybe before I come to the professor to do the.
So I see. So she did the preparation very excellently, not because the research demanded her to do that, but
what is demands in Indonesia?
Demand, what's that?
Punya harga, ada nilai.
No. Demand, menghendaki. So
okay.
this is. She did the preparation very well, not because of the demands of the research, but instead of she loves it. She loves loves the reading topic.
Yes,
and she has a high curiosity about reading.
But I think she is persistent, and I love that. That one of the good habit for people to have.
Thank you.
So you love to. I think when you say you don't want to be a teacher, but you love kids, or you love
Yes, I love.
So
kids.
that's why she love kids, and she love how to maybe how they berkembang, want to build, and then you found this your title of your undergraduate thesis. That's very interesting, Husna. Thank you for telling us.
But anytime.
What is the most what is the fun moment that you found when you write your undergraduate thesis?
Maybe when I did an interview to the student actually, not when I write down the result, but when I did an interview, because they give me so funny answer like why you didn't did your assessment test? I feel so lazy. I don't want to do that because I don't like English. I don't understand what they said above and something like that. So seriously, so you didn't want to do something like apa sih, nggak mau usaha buat ngerjain gitu. You didn't want to do that and just see to their friend answer. Just see and put their friend answer in their book. So I think the funny thing on my research in my interview stage.
The funny thing is when you interview them.
Yes. So I get many.
How many students?
Just 6 students actually.
6 students.
Yes.
And they have a different interest in English, or?
Yes. From 6 students, just only 1 student that love English. So the 5 students always say to me, I don't like English, miss. I don't like English. I don't understand what they said, what the text about, and so that's why I don't want to do the assessment.
Do you motivate them?
Yeah, I just say, look to a dictionary and answer that.
That's very.
Yeah, but I think it's a very interesting fact. I mean, English is a must. This is a skill, especially in for this era in 4.0 era.
5.0, I think.
5.0 era. I mean, all information, most of informations are written in English. So whether you love or not, you have to master English.
Yes.
And I think it's not just about your curiosity to know factors hindering them, why they are not interested in English, for example, but maybe it's like it's your empathic feeling, maybe.
Yes.
She has the big empathic feeling.
Most people nowadays, including children, they have been connected with internet, right?
Yes. Right.
And we could access the information all over the world, and of course they are written in English. But what will happen if there is a kid, or there are some kids are not interested in English?
Okay.
How could they develop themselves in the future?
So now you want to be the teacher of English.
Maybe yes.
So you have for the children. So maybe she will be the great teacher of English.
Amen.
She will be one of the teacher that always motivate students to always to increase to love English and using it daily. Maybe I hope so. Amen.
Yeah, but as we have discussed here yesterday, that studying in English department doesn't mean that you will be in English teacher only.
Yes.
There have many vacancies outside. She could become a book writer, right? Maybe she could create a book, a reading book, which is much more interesting than the one the students currently using today.
Yeah, give me some motivation.
But you love to read book?
Honestly, I love writing. I love writing, but not about research. Actually, like poem or something like that.
Okay.
Just about that, but
I think that's normal. Research is not hobby, right? That's profession.
But maybe there's a lot of this. There is maybe a lecturer love to doing research. Yeah. How about you?
Me, research.
Do you enjoy every research that you have done?
Well, I enjoy research, but that's not my hobby.
Okay.
Unless if we say, do you think research is enjoyable? Yes, of course. Just like Husna said just now, which one is the most interesting part in your research? Was that maybe in data collection actually?
Yes.
So we got the chance to discover the facts from the field. What happened with the kids? Why they are demotivated? What makes them like that? So yeah, we got the chance to directly interact with them, to directly discover them, because maybe in different contexts it's some problems probably personality. I mean confidential, right? It's not rather inappropriate to ask something very deeply.
Okay.
Yeah, but when we have the authority to do the research, yeah, we can ask anything.
So how about I just thinking about this, when you choose the hindering factors, hindering factors of reading comprehension, how many books that you have read? to
How many journals? How many articles?
I think read more journal than book actually. I don't know how much. Maybe more than 20.
20?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's enough for you to preparing your title. But this is the most happiest moment for me. It is like dreams come true to make English podcast for you.
I feel happy for you too.
But can I ask you how you increase your English skill? Maybe I can have pencerahan lah.
I don't know. Maybe I love read. I love read comic, online comic actually.
Comic?
Yes, and I read comic with English, so I can improve my grammatically from that. And but for speaking, I don't have friend to maybe my friend and my classmate actually. My classmate, I mean, they can give me. They can be a partner in speaking, but I'm more speak with myself. I mean, in the mirror. I practice in the mirror. I'm talking with myself.
Monologue.
Yes. I did monologue. And from writing, maybe like I told a liar, I love write a poem. So I like write poem. Sometimes I write down with English also.
Wow.
So that's why.
That's fantastic. That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's not easy, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's why.
Pakai bahasa Indonesia aja nulis puisi susah gitu.
Yeah, because it's not just about the vocabulary, but there is a meaning.
She choose to use.
Yes. So that's why if you ask me how I improved that, so that's the way I used.
So you learn the grammar by reading comics.
Yes.
Wow, that's very interesting. Sangat menarik ya.
Yeah, and that's very good method actually, because we can say that in learning theory.
In learning theory.
In learning theory, this is about using authentic materials.
Authentic materials.
Yeah, authentic materials. So I mean, the comic is written by the native, right? It is produced from overseas, so it's used the real English, and especially in the comic, because it's mostly conversation, right?
Yes.
So we know exactly how the native speakers use English in conversation.
Yes.
But how about listening? How you make your peka, your ear?
I love English music.
Okay. That's the most way
Yes,
to
the
learn
best way.
to increase English skill.
Yes.
Yeah, so you
too, right?
Yeah. Me too. As I told you before yesterday, that saya biasanya itu dulu kalau kita we're not in the same era.
Okay, yeah.
In my era, there is no internet. There is no internet. There is no YouTube. So I was buy cassette.
Yeah. DVD.
Cassette, the real cassette,
Yes.
And I recorded it to the music store.
Really?
And the music store, and I choose full of English music like Westlife. And then I heard the song and I write. That's how I belajar untuk mendengarkan, itu awalnya di masa itu, because we don't have internet at that era.
Awesome.
But itu sama ya, pakai bahasa Inggrisnya dengan mendengarkan musik, listening music. Do you sudah pernah tes TOEFL?
Yes, I
For
have.
several times.
And IELTS?
IELTS, no,
not
it's
yet.
only TOEFL.
Only TOEFL?
Yes.
Di kampus ya,
Yes,
maksudnya?
yes.
Oh, okay. So what's next?
If we are talking about the learning strategy, I think the students nowadays are very lucky, because they are they are full with facilities, right? If we compare with our era in the past, I was grown in a village, and at that time there was just like one English teacher at that time, and my parents invited the teacher to come to my house as a private teacher, and it was still a very uncommon thing in my era at that time, especially in my village. It wasn't a big city, but nowadays we can do the learning online. We could be connected.
All over the world.
All over the world. We could choose even native speaker to teach us with a very affordable price, right?
Yes.
If you see in Facebook, there's always appearing promo like 50,000 for 1 month English course. That's very affordable. If we compare with us in the past, right? As you mentioned just now, I have to go to the cassette shop, and then so you have to maybe spare our money for buying the stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
And then we just got like 10 songs, I think.
Just 10
songs, and then we have to play pause the DVD player,
and open the dictionary and find a new word.
Yes, exactly.
And that's how
I can't imagine.
That's what we did in the past. That's what we did in the past.
That's how we make a bank of vocabulary in our brain.
So don't imagine that you can you can search the lyric in the Google, and then it could copy and paste to Google Translate, and the meaning direct comes in your screen. And no, it's impossible.
That's not gonna happen in our era.
I feel so lucky.
Yeah, you are so lucky.
Sure.
And I am so proud of her because she can menggunakan use this facility to her study.
Yeah,
and
for studying, right?
And tekun, persistent, and doing the best.
Yes.
For her.
Yeah, because of course, actually behind the easiness, of course, there must be challenging.
Yes.
Like facilities are everywhere, but probably it could become a distraction. Well, probably we plan to focus on reading, but because it's that easy to go to TikTok, for example, so we leave the reading practice, and then we scroll, and then the time goes by, and then
that's a hard distraction.
It's already night again, and it's time for sleeping.
Let's talk about your thesis. I don't think that I am your penguji. What is penguji? Examiner. But I'm curious, what is the most important benefit of your thesis for future, for maybe education?
Honestly, in my thesis, I don't give the solution. I just get know more about the factors, but I don't give the solution for that problem actually. But I think all of that factors can give some oversight for the insight for the teacher or for the next researcher that want make a research about that topic again, so they can have some hypothesis, like how they can indicate the kids that they have a problem with their reading comprehension. So they didn't need what you said, kayak nggak perlu buat nyari tahu sendiri gitu. They can read my thesis, so they can indicate their kids by what I write down.
So what is the perception that you found?
Perception
about handling about the students' perception.
The student perception. They said there are 3 main factors that they faced. The first is lack of vocabulary. They have minimum vocabulary, so they cannot understand the read English text with easier way. So
why?
Because they have a little.
They have limited vocabulary.
Yes, limited vocabulary.
No, I mean they don't use any handphone maybe, or.
I can say it first. I take the research at IAIN Sorong that the what we say pondok Islamic boarding school.
Islamic boarding school.
And they cannot use handphones there. Yes, so they're just rely on the dictionary. So just
On printed dictionary.
Yes, printed dictionary. So because of that, they feel many maybe difficulties because limited media maybe something like that. So
that's clearly limited media. They're unlucky.
So because of that, they have a minimum vocabulary. So they feel difficulties to understand the reading text. And another factors that are lack of motivation. Like I said earlier, they feel lazy. They feel not interested in English. So after they see a long text with English, I don't want to read it. Just skip it. Something like that. And another is weak of prior knowledge. They maybe because they didn't nggak kebiasa gitu sama bahasa Inggris.
She's not accustomed.
Yes, they're not accustomed with English.
How long you do PPL there?
Just 2 months.
2 months.
Yes.
So you teach them every day?
Not every day. 1 week, just one meeting. So one meeting in 1 week. So I just meet them in every Tuesday. Yes.
Okay.
So just on that day I teach them, but in every meeting I found that many symptoms that fail.
Can you tell us how you preparing your class, or maybe I just want to know your experience, because we talk about your journey. Okay. So this is one of the part when you write about your test.
So how did you face such unmotivated students?
I faced the unmotivated
And the unmotivated students, how did you teach
how
them?
You teach them?
Oh, I see.
Maybe when you find, it's just example, maybe when you find that they have limited vocabulary, so you give them, one of the student get 10 vocabulary to be memorized, maybe like that, so you can tell us.
Oh, the first maybe they didn't have more spirit to start the learning with English actually. And so before I start the class, I give them ice breaking. So
Ice breaking? What is breaking?
Ice breaking.
Ice breaking. Okay. Sorry.
And so they feel more spirit to do the study. And after that, in the middle of the teacher